to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arkansas's offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check.
It's a running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable.
There he goes. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option, he'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Longhorns! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Keeps it himself. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Arch is going to throw for it. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Running inside. It's Lockett. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The run inside. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
And he is sacked, and the quarterback's going to be kicking himself for staying in the pocket a little too long on that one. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Lockett. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lockett.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now.
Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hard running there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Got his man. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Hauls it in.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Using his legs, it's Russell. Fights off a defender. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Runs through a tackle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Coleman open on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It smothers.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They feed him again. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They boot it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the number 5 team, the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Flames lighting up the scoreboard en route to the win. How about 2 teams putting up 50 burgers in a game that has to be in the conversation for Game of the Year? The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes a pass to Marker. Maybe some room here. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing...
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs in quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hill. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then
makes the grab in their space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's taken out of bounds at the 48. A really good return gets it close to midfield. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Holly, thank you. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Smothers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Manning. Under fire. He's going to take off. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He'll run it again. To the 10. Tackled there by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snagged in the middle. It's Platt.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Platt. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Back open in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. A little release to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.